we were shooting our first feature film, and it was Shyam Benegal's first feature film. It was Govind Nihalani's first feature film, and Kamatram, who was the commander of the whole shooting thing, was a veteran, so he had shot many films. And we were shooting in a small village outside Hyderabad called Yella Rediguda. And there were 40 males on that unit and one female. And the only female was Shabana Azmi. And she was this stunning looking 18 or 19-year-old who we had cast as in the main thing for Ankur. And everybody had a crush on her. You know, from you name one person in the unit, they all had crush on her. Of course, the only people who had her attention was Shyam Babu, who was the director, and Govind Nihalani, who was the DOP, basically. So they get all the attention. So we all look her hanging around, waiting for the little scraps to be left out. I got the role of actually waking up everybody in the morning at 5:30, quarter to 6. It was the wake-up call. So I had to wake up at the crack of dawn. Not because I particularly liked waking up the rest of the unit, but because I had the chance to actually wake up Shabana. So I used to she's the last person I used to call, and I used to call her on the intercom and say, "Good morning, it's time to wake up." And she'd wake up and she'd say, "Oh, can I get 5 minutes more, please, please?" I said, "Yes, of course." She said, "Whatever you want." So we had this little dialogue going on at quarter to 6 in the morning about waking up and her wanting 5 minutes more. And the funny thing was about the thing was that everybody wanted that 5 minutes because it was such an early call time. So the whole unit of males actually grew beards. That before that we were all clean shaven. But by the end of Ankur, we all had spotted beards because it takes 5 minutes to shave. And otherwise you could sleep that extra 5 minutes. So 5 minutes was very important, and for Shabana it was very, very important, and I had to give her that 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever she wanted at that time. We were so completely enamored of her. And then what happened was, on the set, she stubbed her toe. Not the main toe, but the second toe, and it started bleeding. And before anybody could even say Jack Robinson, I leapt into the breach and put a band-aid on it. And kept watching it, put some Nebusulf, put a band-aid on it. And every morning I used to go to her as soon as she finished her makeup and was coming out and said, "Let me see the toe." And she'd very ceremoniously put her foot up on a stool, and I would change the bandage and I would put the bandage on. By the end of the shoot, even though the toe had healed long time ago, I was still putting the band-aid on her, and she humored me, So it was called The Private Property of Prahlad Kakar, forever. PPPK. The PPPK. So that's mentioned in the book. So even now when I visit her and I visit Javed Saab, I tell her, "Javed Saab, you might have married Shabana, but the toe belongs to me."